I am so buzzing. They need to get some work done round here, I'm telling you.
Didn't even eat my hot dog.
Yes! Some fringe that, man. I'm just getting dust straight in my eyeballs. Booyah!
Oh, morning. What a way to wake up, eh? So I've just woke up because I'm having a nosebleed. It's not ideal, is it, on trail? I don't even know how I fell asleep so easy, to be honest, with all that racket going on. The A19's certainly perked up this morning, but it is a Monday morning. It's 10 to 6, so it's about the time I was going to get up anyway. We've got about 40-ish miles left to do. I'm not going to lie, that sounds good to me. That sounds alright. It'd be nice to get a fair chunk of that done today, and then we've just got to do the remainder tomorrow, and then we'll be able to catch the train home. So it is coming to a close, slowly but surely. Didn't even eat my hot dog. Fell asleep, man. I don't think my burger's finished. No, it's not. Couple of bites left on old booger. Yeah, I just got right cold last night, you know, after hiking and that, so I got all wrapped up in my warm gear and that, and then out like a light, man. So I must have needed it. I think I've done like 35 mile yesterday, and then more or less the same the day before, so 70 mile across 2 days. Anyway, just over 40 mile left, so let's get up, crack on, and enter the North York Moors. Remember I said yesterday it's the first time I've ever been to this area, so I'm looking forward to seeing what it has to offer. It's looking like, hopefully, no rain again today, even though it was forecast. It is looking to be a little bit more windy from about 1 o'clock onwards, so hopefully we'll be nice and high up by then, so we can see what that's like. It should make it a little bit more adventurous, and then we'll just keep going like we have been doing till we get to about 7 o'clock-ish, and then we'll find somewhere to pitch. Sounds like a plan. Hopefully this is dried up now, and then we can crack on. No wonder it feels a bit nippy this morning. It's 3 degrees with a feels like -2, which is by far the coldest it's been so far on this trip. I'm tempted to even wear my leggings whilst hiking for a bit today. We'll see what it's like once I get packed away. Yes, all packed away. Need to find myself a bin, get rid of all this crap. But not a bad spot last night. Directly next to the Shell garage at the A19 services. So we have now got to cross this bloody road. Monday morning as well. Should we do it? That's it, we're across. That is ruthless, man. 3 lanes of traffic. That's it. Cross. Buzzing. We have officially arrived at the North York Moors. Happy days. As I leave the lowlands behind, I make my way up through a stretch of woodland to see what the North York Moors have to offer. And so far, so good. I'm genuinely impressed by the views. No doubt the perfect visibility helps. I can see for miles.
The climb is steady, and before long I find myself joining another well-known trail.
I'm not sure if you could even see that, but we're actually on the Cleveland Way right now. So I think we'll be following that for a fair few miles today.
With my drumstick squashes fueling the engine and a few bangers in the headphones, I pushed on through fields and woodlands, soaking it all in and gearing up for the hills that I could see were soon approaching on the map.
Morning, dude. How you doing? Some fringe, that, man. Looks cool. Cool as. Another honesty box there, look. Bottled water, 50p. Some eggs as well, if you fancy getting egg butty on go. I'm all good right now, I've got plenty of liquids. I've got a bit left in this, and then I've got like, don't know, at least 1.5 litres of water with me. Yeah, I'm telling you, there's some epic views from up here, as far as the eye can see. And once again, man, so lucky with the weather. It's unbelievable. It is a little bit windy up here. Now we've got onto tops and that, but still, if anything, that's a bit of a blessing when you're hiking. So we're in a section now where over the next few miles, there's going to be quite a few ups and downs. I looked on the map. Looks like there's about 4 different peaks or something like that as we go across. So we're making decent progress, steady away. There's no rush really today. I'll just get as far as I can tonight, pitch up, and then we'll be literally finishing off the trail in the morning. And then, for me to get a train back to Bradford, I've got to go up to Whitby. So I'm probably just going to jump in an Uber or see if there's a bus that runs me up to Whitby. And then I can either get a train up to Middlesbrough and then to Leeds, and then get to Bradford from Leeds. And there is a couple other options as well, but we'll deal with that tomorrow. See the sea. Yes! How sick is that? I mean, it's not the direction we're heading, we're going that way, but still, the fact that I can now see the sea means we can only be getting close.
There's got to be something in just telling yourself that you can do it, because surely I should be feeling it big time by now. I mean, I'll average around 32 miles per day on this hike, but I'm still somehow finding the energy for running. Maybe it's because it's downhill, or maybe it's the drumstick squashes.
Yo! It's got windy up here, hasn't it? Listen, I've not even recorded for about 4 hours or something, 3 hours, 4 hours. Mate! Sorry. This section is boring as hell. That's why I've not been recording. I don't like to bring the negativity to the channel. But if you've done the coast to coast, and you enjoy this section along the top of the North York Moors, then fair play to you, man, because all it is this dusty ass path, and in a wind like this I'm just getting dust straight in my eyeballs all day long, making me cough and that because the area is just so sort of flat. It's just the same view over and over again, hour after hour after hour. I've even drawn for trekking poles just to try to speed it up a bit. Yo, that's a bit of entertainment. I couldn't get a bloody camera out quick enough. Give us a lift, I'm over here. Mate, I seen someone coming the other way on like a gravel bike, mountain bike sort of thing. I nearly fucking stuck my trekking poles for his spokes, jacked him for his wheels. I'd have happily rolled straight down to bloody Robin Hood Bay on that thing. Well, after hiking non-stop across the moorland, finally come across this road. Although it looks like we only cross it and then we'll be back on moors again. What's this thing? In fact, I'm going to park my arse here for 5 minutes. Oh, take my pack off and have a donut. Actually, I'm going to have one of them donuts from Greg's yesterday. It's my last one, but I need some energy. Believe me when I say I don't eat like this at home all the time, but I've been told in the comments that my diet on trail is shocking. Which I know it is, but it seems to be working. Bloody hell, I thought they'd fully forgotten about us coast to coasters. I have not seen a sign mentioning coast to coast for absolutely miles. When they were non-stop all the way through Lake District, all the way through the, what's the other one called? The Yorkshire Dales. Well, yeah, they need to get some work done round here, I'm telling you. North York Moors, my ass. Get some signs up, man. All we've been doing is just bog trotting across these moors. And to be fair, do you know what? That actually looks like a decent path for once. So we'll see how we get on with this. It said 6.5 miles to Glaisdale. So I guess that's where we're heading next. It's already like 5 o'clock, so time is kicking, man. Hey up, we've got another sign. They must be treating us. What does this one say? Oh, bridle way, Glaisdale 6 miles. So we're going down there. Do you know what? In fact, you stay there a minute. I'm going to treat you. There's a little stone here, I'll put that down. I'll treat you to a little walk-by shop. It's been a while. What a day. Oh, we've got a sign here. Glaisdale, 6 miles. That's nice. And I've also just spotted, it says, coast to coast down that side. Do you want to have a look at it? I'll show you if you want. There, look. Coast to coast, eating taters and toast.
Coast to coast with taters and toast.
Got a nice little gravel path, and if you want to bring your motorbike, don't take it down there. No motorbikes. Just so you know. Whose is this gaff then? We are literally in the middle of nowhere right now. In the arse end of nowhere. Let's have a look. Unless it's just for the sheep. They must live here. I went the long way about that, didn't I? Walked all the way around it. Hello? Locked. Looks a proper bit of decent gear as well. Fresh new roof and that, with skylight windows. Damn, son. So we're not too far off Glaisdale now, so we'll be dropping into there. There is some shops and stuff, but because of the time, they're all going to be closed, so it'll be just literally get down there, push straight through, and then up and out to the next village, and we'll just crack on. We've got about an hour of daylight left, so we're just going to get as close as we can to the finish. Obviously there'll be still quite a few miles to do tomorrow, but Every mile we do today is one less to do in the morning. That's what I'm telling myself anyway. Whoa. Coast to coast, Grosmont, whatever it is, it's this way. Booyah! Grosmonte, sick. Toilets as well, I need a wee, so good timing really. Grosmonte. Hello? Get that fucking co-op open. Bloody hell. Get across this a bit sharpish. Railway line and that. Oh, Station Tavern. But they've got some nice grub on go in there. A few nice guest suites upstairs. Nice warm bed. Hot shower. Oh, I've seen someone tucking into a nice steak and ale pie there. Extra gravy. Nice big fat chunky steak chips. Book of blues. We've got a fat hill to climb us. It's already nearly 9:15. It's getting late. Coast to coast path. What a fat hill to end the day on. It continues as well. 33% and damn right. Can feel it. So we're really losing daylight. I'd say we've got about 20 minutes at most. Would you be concerned right now, like where you're going to camp? How you're going to find somewhere? Because all I've got at the moment is roads and people's gardens. There's a little field on left actually. But it's certainly not hidden enough for us to get in. But we just keep going. Always find somewhere. We always do. It's part of the excitement. You know what I mean? Desperate measures and that. You could get on that bench. Can't see him being too much passing traffic at this time. Literally a car comes flying past as soon as I say that.
So it pretty much got dark from here on out, so it's a good time to give you a little update as to where we're at now. So we started the day by the Shell garage in this little grass patch. We crossed over this big ass road, can't remember what it's called, but I'll smash it up on screen for you right now. So we hiked through this little woodland section until we got to about this point. And then this is where there were like 4 or 5 little hills. If I just get a little zoom in on that and try angle it round, you might be able to see them. There you go. So we went up and over that one, up and over that one, up and over that one, and it just carries on. So you're just going up, down, up, down, up, down. This section I actually really enjoyed. The views were really good. We got our first views of the sea in the distance, as you can see. But it was after the hilly section that we hit this little dirt road. And I'm not lying to you, this went on and on and on. All the way winding round. I'm talking hour after hour of pure hiking at a decent pace as well. Until I think we got to the point around here. If I just try zoom in, I might be able to chuck the geezer down there. think it were there. Let me spin this round. Ah yeah, you see that little marker there? That little stone. That's where I sat down and had my little donut. Once we'd left that stone where I had that little break, it was then just a case of following this road all the way around here until I made a right turn right at this point. And if I just whack him down again, there should be a little sign that said no motorbikes or no motorcycles or something. Who's this guy? You alright, bruv? Let's see if I can see it. There it is, look. There's that little sign. No motorcycles. So that means once we'd followed this dirt track on a little bit, that must be that little hut that I seen. So if we follow it on, there's that little hut. And I had a look and it were all locked. So I'm not actually sure what that is. I thought it was going to be a nice swanky boffy. It was then just a case of carrying on for a few more miles until we hit the little village of Glaisdale. Once we'd left the village of Glaisdale, we then carried on through this little woodland section, and fast approaching was the next village of Grosmont, which is right there because I remember crossing that little railway track. So if we put it down there, there should be a little co-op as well, which of course was closed. There it is. Grosmont Co-op. Oh, was that the pub that I could smell food? I think someone were eating a nice little pie in there. Steak and ale pie.
Steak and ale pie.
I then worked my way all the way up this hill. Trust me, this hill was a beast at the end of a long day. It was pretty much dark at this point. I then carried on all the way up this road looking for somewhere in one of these fields to pitch. The road just went on and on and on, but because it were a straight road, I didn't mind hiking in the dark. I had my head torch on. And then I seen this, like, all I can remember is there were like a little metal gate. I've still not seen it in the light. Because as you'll see in a minute, even when I set off in the morning, it was dark. So I kept going. I'm guessing it were around here because it wasn't long after I set off the following morning that I made an immediate left turn. So if I put the man down here, this will be interesting to see. There it is. I got that spot on. I remember this little metal gate. So I literally, this has got to be one of the weirdest camps ever. We're just somewhere here. Because it was pitch black, I wasn't too bothered about being literally right next to the road. But I was just camped somewhere in this little bit of grass here. Yeah. So that is more or less where I spent the night. I'm not going to lie, if I had a few more hours, you'll see when I zoom out, I could have pretty much finished the trail, to be fair. Because look at that. We're literally there. Right off the end of the trail. Right then, let's get back to the video and you can see how I finished this off.
So much for getting some sleep before the finale in the morning.
Morning, gang. I don't know how well you better see me, but that is us. Ready to go. Obviously, it is pitch black out here. Quite freaky as well, because this is just some open moorland. But we're going to work our way back to the road, which I don't think is too far. Just need to watch my footsteps. I know it's in that direction. Mate, check this out. Are you ready for this? Are you ready? Boom. Robin Hood's Bay, 2 mile. Oh my God. I am so buzzing. So I set off when it was still dark, I'm sure you've seen earlier on. And I was hoping that we'd have some nice weather and a bit of a sunrise, but it's just been all clagged in. I've just been walking over at moors and that, over at moorland. And yeah, I've not really been able to see much. So it's got a couple of miles to clear up. I can't even see the sea. because there's that much low cloud. Looks like there could be a little bit of an inversion going on. Don't know why you can see that. But yeah, nearly done it, man. The coast to coast. It's been alright. It's been decent, that's what I'll say, it's been decent. The Lake District, absolutely epic. Loved it. Loved every step of the way. The Yorkshire Dales, it wasn't bad. Some bits that I've already done before. The North York Moors, I'd be lying if I said yesterday were quite a boring day. I think it's because it's just a vast open landscape, and as you're walking for like hour after hour, not a lot changes around you. There were those first few bits where there were like 4 different hills which were quite decent, but once we got up onto the top, onto the moors, yeah, it was just a little bit repetitive. I think I said it before, it's just not very stimulating for me. I like something a bit more scenic, a bit more rugged. But anyway, we're getting it done. And if you're into hiking, if you're into any sort of long distance hiking, then I definitely recommend you get it done. It's just one to tick off, innit? It's got to be done. And then on those couple occasions where it has been a bit boring, seemed like a bit of a slog, I remind myself why I'm doing it. And I'm doing it for Buckley, who passed away a week before I set off on the trail, or the previous week to when I set off. So I'm doing this for you, brother. It's one of them where he were only 42 years of age, man. That is no age. I won't go too deep on it, but I don't remember a time in my life like meeting him, as in like I've always known him. So he used to babysit for me, so I might have been like 6, 7, he'll have been 16, 17. Do you know what he introduced me to as well? GTA. And I don't mean GTA as we know it now, I mean GTA 1 and 2. And I loved it. And then like a decade later, I shared a few of the old Dopass Mopass with him. Good times. In fact, I actually bought my bass guitar off him, which you'll have heard in some of the beats that are on the channel. Big ups, man. What a guy. Anyway, looks like we're walking towards the sea. I've not even checked that I'm walking on the right road, but that sign said Robin Hood's Bay, and that's where we're going. And then once we get there, I need to get myself up to Whitby. We need to get a train station down here, don't they, if this is the coast to coast final destination. So I'll probably just get an Uber up to Whitby station and then work my way back to Bradford. Happy days. Nearly there now, man. I'll tell you something, I wish I had my skateboard for this hill. Perfect smooth tarmac road. Could have come flying down all the way for the last couple of miles. I'm not actually sure where the trail officially ends. I'll just be walking until my map finishes. I'm hoping there's some sort of sign saying, well done lad, you have just completed Wainwright's Coast to Coast Taters and Toast.
Coast to coast with taters and toast.
Forget taters and toast, mate. I cannot wait to get back to Bradford, and I won't be able to straight away because it won't be open, but I'm going to order the biggest, fattest curry known to man. Oh my god. Chicken karahi special with garlic naan, poppadoms, chapatis. Oh, my stomach's rumbling thinking about it. Mango chutney, yoghurt mint sauce, nice little can of Rubicon on the side. Oh, stuff that dreams are made of. So not long now. I expect to see Wainwright down there at the finishing line. I think they need to build some sort of like hologram down there at the finish line of Wainwright. So it just pops up like Yoda and Ben Kenobi and Anakin at end of Return of Jedi. Robin Hood's Bay. 3/4 of a mile. Oh, we're gonna get flattened by a bus. Imagine not making it, going this far and getting flattened. 3/4 of a mile before the finish line. Here's a question for you as well, hopefully someone can help me out in comments. Why is it called Robin Hood's Bay? Is it the same Robin Hood as in like Little John's mate and that, Friar Tuck and all that mandem? You'll have to let me know in comments because I've not done my research. I keep getting it wrong way around me. Been telling people I'm heading to St. Bees. Bloody hell, it's 200 mile in wrong direction. That's sick, innit? Don't make cars like that anymore, do they? Bonnets open, no cock. And before we get down there, I just want to say a massive thank you to all those that watch these videos continuously. Honestly, the support is unreal, and I certainly wouldn't do it without you lot. So I do think we've built up a nice little decent community on YouTube, and a big thank you to those that have joined the membership as well, and those over on the Patreon. But yeah, honestly, this channel has literally changed my life. So when I do end up doing this full time, that'll be down to you lot. And it just makes me want to put more effort in. Bigger, better adventures, better videos. And just keep going, keep pushing forward with it. And see where it ends up. Still time to go the wrong way, wasn't there? Started hiking up there, up the cinder track. I think we're supposed to be going this way. I feel like all the gear that I've brought has been bob on. The Bonfuss tent, perfect. The Atom Packs Pulse, they are spot on. I have never had to think about my bag, if you know what I mean, and that is a good thing. If you can just chuck it on and forget about it, then that means the bag is doing its job. And these trainers as well, Ultra Lone Peaks, spot on. I'm probably going to do a further update video as well once I've had a bit of time to reflect on the trail, let you know what I properly think of it, try sort of break it down into stages about which bits I rate, which bits I don't, which gear worked, what I might take instead if I was to ever do it again. I'm not doing it again, but if I was ever to do it again, what gear would I take instead, etc. Any tips or hints that I may have. Big shout out to the knees as well, because they've been golden. They've done really well, no pain whatsoever. And to say we've done like 200 mile in what is technically 6 days, because we set off last Wednesday, but it wasn't till dinner time until we were on trail. And now today, we're going to be done before 7 o'clock. Welcome to Robin Hood's Bay. I've got to walk over and see that, Anna. I know we're not there yet, but still. Boom, boom, boom. Have a bit of that. I can see the sea. 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 Diarrhea Hotel. Boom. I can see the sea. I can see the sea. Didn't realise we had all these steps to do still. Don't want to slip on my ass either. I've not actually fallen. Touch wood, then it would. That'll do. It's painted, but it's wood. I've not actually fallen. 200 miles. Stayed on my feet. Not bad for me, that. The end. Boom. Boom shanker. And then somewhere in here, as long as I've not lost it. I hope I've not lost it. There it is. That's my pebble that I took from the Irish Sea. So Buckley, this one's for you. Rest in peace, brother. Coast to coast, completed it, mate. Right, get me a taxi, I'm going.